All right, so here's the start. So you see how that's high pitch, and that's how the high pitch sound, of course. And I just got like a pattern playing. I'm gonna turn it up some. And you can make the pattern whatever you want it to be. So then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna scroll down on the piano, go a little bit lower, kind of like a mid-tone. I'm gonna go a little bit higher. Somewhere in the middle. Out of the way. But you're gonna make another pattern. And as you can see, this is like C5, C6. And I'm gonna stretch the keys out to be a little bit longer this time. And just make a pattern. Just until it's to my taste, you know what I mean? And this time I made the keys a little bit longer too. As you can see, these are like a full bar versus these are like half a bar or whatever you want to call it. Or like a quarter bar. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. And that's just, so now you can see I got two patterns. I got one that's high pitch, one that's low pitch, one that's mid pitch. I'm gonna say it like that. And now I'm gonna do one that's low pitch. So like down here. And it don't sound like much right now, but you're gonna see what I'm talking about once I see. That's probably why it don't sound. I'm move this down a little bit to A, because A and C go together. So that's A, C, D. I'm gonna try E. So then I'm gonna just put these. These are gonna be real long, like the longest ones that you're gonna make them. And you just put them down like that, right? Technically, they're gonna be chords. Alright, so you see how that played like that, right? Which don't sound like much right now, but this is the part where you go in and you edit it. So what you're gonna do, go back, and you could customize it whichever way you want to. So just drag keys up and down to create kind of like movement. Whichever movement you wanted to do. So to sound like a little something. And then you basically do the same thing with these right here. Make movement. Whichever movement you want it to do. And then you do the same thing with the chords. Actually, I'm gonna leave that right there. Move that down a little bit. See? Now it's a whole melody, right? And then you could go in and do more. You can go in and do more, like edit the length of each note, edit the velocity of each note, like down here to your taste. That'll just create more movement, like even if you just randomly. Of course, make it make sense. Just gives it more life. I'm gonna keep it there. And the last thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in and add reverb to this. As soon as I find the reverb, put the mod up, turn down, add up a little wet, just edit it a little bit. Boom. Just from that one pattern, you got a melody. So that's your challenge. And you saw what I did. You know, rewind the video as much as you can, as much as you need to. Mess with the velocity, mess with the length. Add a little pattern in. Then move them around and create movement. After that, of course, you go in and add your kicks. Well, this is a hat. Oh, excuse me. And that's a kick. And then here's a clap. I'll take that one. And then, of course, and with adding the drums in, it's really just to your taste. Really, it's the same thing with these. You could go in and edit the velocity. And if you wanted to move it up, move it around. I like that actually. I usually keep the claps just like this. Or I might do this. I don't really do too much. I don't really do too much with the claps. I might EQ the drums. And that just adds bass into them. Just because I like really basic kicks. Alright.